This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Ford F350 crew cab, dual rear wheel. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's King Ranch package, and it has crazy low miles, 76,919 actual miles. It was a new car dealer traded in Las Vegas. We purchased it. They sold it on a green light, which means guaranteed to us. We got it down here and it's awesome. Okay, we do an inspection. My guys hand me this. Not much to say except good stuff. They're like, wow, extremely low miles, beautiful truck, needed nothing but a detail. And the previous owner, and it was a one-owner vehicle, did a lot of cool stuff to it. This is the stuff that we found on it. It's got a gear vendor package, which is advanced overdrive system. I'll point out where that is electronically and under the truck. Banks Monster exhaust, Banks 6-gun tuner, Banks high ram intake, Banks intercooler, which is extremely expensive, and a Banks ram air. It also has a DVD player, which we tested and it works. Headphones, remote controls. It's got the rear captain's chairs in King Ranch package, which are also very rare. Low miles. I'll show you the Carfax. I'll show you the Kelley Blue Book on the truck, both of which I think are really low on the value of this truck. You're not going to find a 76,000 mile King Ranch like this anywhere. Zero chance of that. In this condition, zero chance, less than zero. Anyway, I will walk around it. I will point at anything I see cosmetically that's not good. Very little there also. In fact, I don't see anything that I don't like. Underneath the truck, towards the back of the transmission, you'll see what the gear vendor part is. I can't get down there and point at it, but hopefully I'm pointing at it right here with the camera. You got the exhaust system, all the stuff that's Banks for the exhaust. Just a really cool setup here. You got a Banks tip. We go into the hood in a second. I'll have it running. We'll go into the hood and I'll point at all the stuff under the hood. But very rarely do you see Banks intercooler. I know those things are really expensive. Just a pretty truck. It's got air suspension. There's the fillers for that. This thing doesn't need anything. Tires are pretty good. BFG, all terrains. There's your suspension right there, the air suspension that I showed you the filler for. Let me fire this guy up. 76,922 miles. Alright. Make sure I don't lock myself out of it. This truck is cool. We've sold several like this with this similar miles, but not as done up as this one. Not even close. There's your 6-gun tuner right here. Ford stamp here, so you know it's original fender. Ram air intake here. Ford stamp there. Banks high ram. Back here you'll have the Banks intercooler. There's the cat sticker where it belongs. Ford stamp there. Ford stamp there. Beautiful. No blow by. And on the hood, you got no stamp. You got a Ford stamp there too. Okay. So all the parts up front are original, which obviously is matters. All right. Window, door locks. All right. Let me show you the Kelley Blue Book on the truck. There's the Kelley Blue Book. 76,000 mile King Ranch. Typical listing price is $21,757. That seems extremely low. Well, it is low for this truck. With a range of 18.7, which is absurd, to 22.7, which is still absurd. They don't come like this. I don't know. Dennis is in charge of pricing these things. We'll see what he does. There's the VIN. History and events affecting this vehicle's value. Carfax says it's worth $21,210. Again, usually I say these things are high. These are low. In my opinion, these are really low. Here's the Carfax itself. There's the VIN. No accidents, no damage. 76,919 is the last report. No major title issues, which is great. It's like it moved to, it was in San Diego at first, and then moved to Nevada. Boom, 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 boom. 55,000 miles at the end of 2016. So the miles are going the correct way. 70,336 at the end, middle of 2019. Again, the miles are moving the right direction. And then we bought it at 76,919 miles. Okay, so the paperwork is all right. That's good. Heated seat on and off, forward, back, up, down, tilt up and down, up and down. All that works. Of course, you've got your manual. Got a lighter in here, which is going to rattle around, so I'm going to put it in my pocket because I don't want it to rattle around. Our streets here are horrible, so all you do is hear that racket and think something was wrong with the truck when it's really just a lighter bouncing around. There's a window there. Now, right here, we already tested it. Right here is the DVD player. Here are the headphones. The headphones worked, but they might need some new ones pretty soon, because if you don't move them around right, the connection gets lost a little bit, so you might need to go buy a couple extra headphones, which are cheap, obviously. There's the remote for this unit right here. We were just watching Shrek on it a minute ago. It's also got a sub in it, in this truck. I think it's either under the seat. I think there's an amp under the seat. Yeah, there's an amp. The sub's probably under the other seat. I'll show you this. I'll show you how we know there's a sub in just a second. It's effective. Let's put it that way. I think it's probably under the. It's probably under. No, it's not under there. I wonder where it is. Huh? It's in here somewhere. That I can promise you. And I will prove that in just a second. All right, window, 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 window. All right, mirrors out, in, down, up. Other side, out, in, up, and down. See, forward, back, up, down, tilt up and down, tilt up and down. Heated seat, that was already on, so my seat's gonna be hot. Now it's on, now it's off. This is where the electronic part of the gear vendor is for the aftermarket overdrive, okay? And what else we got here? We found all kinds of good stuff in here. Got all this paperwork for the Banks tuner. King Ranch leather. Here's the gear vendor right there. Okay, that's all that stuff. So you got all that to look at. Let's see. And in here is the how you work the overdrive gear vendor deal. I suggest you read the instructions in the manual, because this is the first time we've ever seen one in a vehicle. All right, steering controls, fan up and down, temperature up and down, that works fine. Radio, here we go. All right.
have no love for. That's something that I learned in the pound. So how to.
So there you go. There's some, I don't know what was stuck on here, but if you worked a little bit harder than our detail shop, you'd probably be able to get that off. Here's the moonroof. Open. Closed. This truck is badass. Somebody's gonna be all over this. If you're into this truck, you better be very quick with the deposit, all right? I know it's gonna be expensive, but if we had to pay a fortune for it ourselves, this thing was very pricey. You got cruise control here. On a Ford, you gotta be moving to see it. There's tow on and off. Let's see, neutral, we're gonna go to 4-wheel drive. That's for low. Boom. Go. Try to get the gate to open for me. There we go. And reverse. So now we're in reverse in 4x4. All right, and then neutral. We're gonna go to, now we're going from low range to 4x4, regular 4x4. All right, go out the gate. This is 4 high. And reverse in 4 high. All right, neutral. Now we're gonna go back to 2-wheel drive. 4x4 goes away. Now we're in 2-wheel drive. Let's see, what else do we need to do? We need to go to here and go to setup. See where it says system check? It says engine temp okay, transmission temp okay, oil pressure okay, brake fluid level okay, all doors closed, air filter okay, 91 miles to empty, system check complete. All right, and then here we got the Banks tuner, the setup. If you put it on 6, they scream. I keep them on the bottom setting. I don't think we need a race truck today. All right, if you come to Tucson to drive this truck home, oh, and here's another thing. It says the next oil change would be at 77,018 miles. That was at Quick Lane in Las Vegas, Nevada. So it's due for an oil change pretty soon. All right, but another sign the guy took care of it. If you come to Tucson to drive this truck home, you might want to buy a trailer to pick up on the way home. You will pay the following. You will pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price and that's it. There'll be no tax, no dock fee, nothing. Once we receive full payment by wire, we'll fill the title out with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you, scan it in your online file, and mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope, we mail it in. You will have the vehicle, the truck in this case, shipped to you. The title will already be in your mailbox before the shipper shows up. And once the truck shows up, you'll take the title you got from the mailbox and you will go get plates in your town. Very simple. If you need help with shipping, please let us know at the beginning of the transaction. We'll be happy to help you. Or you can do it yourself, it doesn't matter to us. If you do want help with it, it can range from just, here's a phone number to doing it for you. We could put the price of the shipping into the price of the vehicle if you need that for your loan. Whatever you need on the shipping front, we can help with, from nothing to everything. Okay. Deposit is $500. Once we have your deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale, so please make sure you get your deposit in. Let me turn this up a little bit. Now that we're turning here. Let me give this little truck a little bit of room here in front of us before I get on it. There you go. This thing runs great, as expected. Really good. Anyway, make sure you get your deposit in, okay? Last part of every video, I say the same thing every single time. By the way, the AC is blowing ice cold, which is fantastic because it's freaking warm today. We're gonna get to 100 this weekend. We don't have salesmen. We don't have bottled water with our name on it. We don't have a beautiful zip code with fountains and the mall next to us, Nordstrom's and all that crap. We have a yard with razor wire, night vision cameras, and cops crawling all over the place at night, along with crackheads wandering around all night. That's what we have. So you're not paying for that, for our location. You're not paying for salesmen or bottled water with our name on it, or a lounge to hang out and play video games. They got all that shit at the auto mall about a mile east of us here. And they roll all that into the price of the vehicles. Trust me, I've been there and I know what they do. They also know at the auto mall that they sell you this truck and it breaks, you're going to come back and say, fix my truck. So they knock in another $500 to $1,000 on every vehicle they sell for that. We're not, because we're not fixing your truck. We're giving you this video. We're giving you the Carfax and the Kelley Blue Book. We're telling you about the oil change sticker. We're telling you about everything we know about the vehicle so that you can make a good decision and be the owner on day one. We're not writing a check for a window motor or for a radio knob or for anything on this truck from day one on. So please make sure that you know that you're the owner on day one. Know that you saved a ton of money buying it from us because of our location, because of how many employees we have, which is 3, because we don't have bottled water with our name on it. You don't have to pay a salesman. You're saving a bunch of money. That money can go into a repair. Now this truck is badass. Would it ever need a repair if you don't take care, if you take care of it? Probably not. I mean, shit, this thing is, obviously somebody loved the crap out of this thing. They must have died and then they traded it in, his widow or something, because nobody sells this truck. This truck is pretty sweet. But, you know, we're not Nostradamus. I wouldn't say that about any of our vehicles in here, that they won't break the day you buy them, because that's a lie. Who knows? They're mechanical, everything breaks. That being said, the odds on this thing breaking are pretty damn slim. Change the oil, change, you know, filters, and you'll be good. Anyway, beautiful truck. Thank you for your time.